Professor, even if it is just a fake identity, I will take on the role of the professor. A shrill ringing disorients me for a moment. I can only feel myself continually falling, my body caught up between countless streams, tearing and pulling as my consciousness struggles to perceive a thing. But I soon feel a soft mass at my side, its gentle touch stabilizing me like an anchor. Professor, are you alright? Persicaria. Where's Lewis? Lewis did not lag out. She used her final operas to get us out and to close the tunnel. She's still on the other side. Persicaria points towards the other end, but the exit is nothing like what it was when we first entered the cloud. An untraversable crevasse had been created by twisting space and visible collapsing. The torn space shines with an uncertain light as countless data fragments fall off its edges into the abyss below. Persicaria, help me. I'm afraid there isn't anything I can do. She interrupts me before I finish, shaking her head powerlessly. Your permissions are in Bill Nate's hands now. Magrassi is under her control. Lewis thought of every way she could to pull you out of the cloud. She would not want you to take risks again for her sake. Are there no other ways? If we had help from outside, perhaps we could break through this cage. Beep! The tunnel's quietude is shattered by our long silent comms, the biting sound bringing salvation and hope. Finally got through to you, Professor. Looks like you're in a bit of a rough spot. The human Persica takes a look at Persicaria before me. The look in her eye shakes for a moment, but she immediately recomposes herself. Uh-oh. Give me a rundown, Persicaria. Yes. Oh. The two Persicas are talking. Persicaria explains our encounters in the cloud in the most succinct way possible. So the moment that portion of data from Project NeuroCloud was extracted, the possibility of it evolving into a virus already existed. Or maybe when it was introduced to the new cloud and left to... Never mind, that's not important. From an outside perspective, that virus named Bill Nate has the entirety of the cloud under her control. The data she consumes has fully blocked permissions in the cloud, forming a black box. A black box that cannot be interacted with or observed. So why can we still see the other end of the tunnel? Could it be a vulnerability she left on purpose? How's the Elmo doing? It's not looking good. The Elmo's position is being continually broadcast to bounty hunters, bar Jaegers, and various other factions. Your dolls are out receiving those uninvited guests, but the more they fight, the faster the virus will corrode them. You should retreat, Professor. We have taken on more than enough risk this time. You were Bill Nate's target in the first place. Going further will only make things worse. Persica, what about Lewis? I don't think what she said to me was just empty talk. She thinks there is still a chance that she can get rid of Bill Nate by sacrificing herself. Neural meltdown. She's going to allow Bill Nate to consume her, then initiate a meltdown while inside her. There's a chance that would unmake Bill Nate from inside out. It would be impossible to extract any data relevant to the virus, but it would certainly root out the problem. 42 Lab already had plans to simply destroy the cloud. She would be the one to execute it if the plan was to go through. Because from the very start, Lewis has carried with her the code necessary to assure mutual destruction. You allowed her to take something so dangerous into the cloud. What would happen to her if she used it? Originally, simply by loading another neural backup, we could reset Lewis in the real world. However, her last backup is stored in Magrassi. If the cloud is done for, then there is no chance for her to be reset from a backup. From how the data looks, the difference in operands between her and Bill Nate is far too large. It's unlikely that plan will succeed. I take out the device I used to gather viral data. Its progress remains at 98%. Even if we return to reality right now, this data would not be sufficient to create an antivirus for Groza and the others. I will help you log out right now. 1 minute should do. Persica, just who was the professor? See? I don't think the commander and the professor were the same person. There are two completely different characters. Which means, in Project NeuroCloud, the professor is not the commander. The professor is someone else. From the moment I entered the cloud, whether it was Lewis, Persicaria here, or the agents, even when Bill Nate referred to me as a professor, I did not feel anything was off or incongruous. I could even say that I felt a sense of familiarity and responsibility. Project Neurocloud's dull data, the oasis with bits and pieces of Griffin in its design, and the professor who shared a name with me. What if I told you it was all a coincidence? Yeah, I will believe that, to be honest. Maybe it is, or perhaps there's something I'm just not aware of, but I am the professor right now. That being the case, I'm going to follow my intuition and beliefs. I'm going back. If you lag out now, you can still leave this place by car with support dial cover. But if you drag this on, whether you are lost in the cloud or the Elmo falls, you'll be waving goodbye to your body. Even so, you're still going? Yes. Even if your odds of success are below half? That's above zero, isn't it? Bah, it's the same thing all over again. Come on! Remember Girls Frontline 1? Dr. Persica, please agree. You know well what kind of person this professor is. Your dolls don't have much time remaining. My permissions from the outside are locked down, but internal startup could maybe help you get back to the oasis. Once inside the black box though, I won't be able to help you. Short of a miracle, of course. Persica taps at her keyboard. A new data package appears in the tunnel. Persicaria, I will leave 42 labs permissions, the Elmo server rooms operants, and the professor with you. I will await your good news, Professor. Rest assured. Thanks. I will leave the Elmo, Mailing, Groza, and the others to you. I will do what I can. You better take care of my dolls. Communications are cut off once again. The instruments aboard the Elmo lose track of the commander. This means that the commander had successfully entered the cloud. Will the commander really be alright? All we can do is believe. Groza, the commander has entered the cloud again. You will need to hold on for a while longer. How is the situation? We can just about manage to hold the lines. There are not very many barriers in this area. My frame remains largely functional, but my neural cloud is reporting many errors. We'll hold on until the final moments, until the commander is back. Leader, 3 o'clock. More bad guys coming to smash things up. Karolik, 3 o'clock. Cover us, Nemesis. Hey. Groza tries to get a hold of herself, taking command of the situation on the scorched battlefield. The burning scent of smoke fills the dust-veiled air. The sounds of gunpowder constant. No one would answer her commands. Boom. The elbow! A rocket explodes in the Elmo's deck, shaking the vehicle's chassis violently as a great cloud of sparks blooms. Karolik, do you copy? Bepley, go check on her. Leader, Karolik, she's... Bepley, take her in retreat. Give us cover, Nemesis. Leave the enemies at the front to me. Groza exposes her position in the ruins, the assault rifle in her hands spewing fire. The shower of lead immediately takes down several enemies, drawing the foe's attention. Remolding pot. Gah. A sudden spike of pain from her neural cloud forces her to crumple into a kneeling position. Error reports flood her vision, her body freezing up like a jam machine. Huh? They're down! Oi, you lot! Now's the time! Neural disruption is rising. All of the error reports are getting in the way of frame functions. Disable all self-check functions. Ignore all error reports. Forcibly execute every command. Groza quickly responds, but the latency from her frame and neural clouds stop her from regaining mobility. Don't know what happened, but this is one hell of a chance for us. Her frame might still be worth a pretty penny. Haha! Move! Come on! Come here! Bam! The crisp sound of a pistol firing rings out, taking down the barriers trying to approach Groza. Groza regains control of her body, quickly sliding into cover. Thanks, Kolpen. Uh-oh. Kolpen? With no response from her companion, Groza quickly turns around to check on her. With both knees to the ground, Kolpen holds her weapon with both hands, completely unable to move. There is no light in her eyes, sparks fly from her frame, emblematic of everything malfunction related. Sorry, leader. I really do have to head off first this time. No! Clack. Open pistol slips from her fingers as she slumps into Groza's lap. Yeah, I will let you off this time. Repli, take Colpen for me. Nemesis, remain at your station. Do not leave, no matter what happens. Groza checks her weapon once more, counting how many grenades she has left. It won't touch you, Commander. Even if it's just me, I will hold out until you're back.